Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. I am going to upload few videos about salt, its types and making of salts. These videos will be helpful to the students in preparing for IGCSE Edexcel exam and IGCSE Cambridge exam. Right, so here we started. Salt an ionic compound salts are named after the name of acid like chlorides after the name of hydrochloric acids, sulfates, salts of sulfuric acids, nitrates, salts of nitric acid, salt of hydrochloric acid, sulfates, salts of sulfuric acid, nitrate, salts of nitric acid, and so on. So friends, salts are named after the name of acids. Then salts are divided into two types: water soluble salts and water insoluble salts. Water insoluble salts. Now there are few rules of solubility which each student has to memorize. In the light of these rules, you can be able to decide which salt you are going to prepare. In an exam, if you are asked to prepare insoluble salts, then these rules will help you to decide whether it is water insoluble or water soluble salt. So these general rules must be remembered. General rules for solubilities of salts. All nitrates are water soluble. All nitrates are water soluble. All nitrate salts are water soluble. Most of the chlorides are soluble except silver chloride, lead chloride, PbCl2, lead chloride, PbCl2, AgCl. These are exceptions. Most of the sulfates are water soluble except lead sulfate, barium sulfate. So I have written here for nitrates, chlorides, sulfates, and fourth rule you can carbonates. Most of the carbonates most of the carbonates are water insoluble. Exceptions are sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate. These are exceptions. These are water soluble carbonates. That is first group carbonates, except lithium carbonate. Rest of the carbonates are water soluble. Now, when we are going to write down about the preparation of salt, so these rules are very important in deciding to prepare the salts. Now, suppose you are asked to prepare zinc carbonate. So zinc carbonate is an insoluble salt. ZnCO3. So looking at the solubility rules, we say it is insoluble. So we can write, and these are the steps. Following are the steps in making zinc carbonate salts. Prepare zinc nitrate salt solution. Prepare sodium carbonate salt solution. See, we need in this salt, one part of the salt is zinc and the other part of the salt is carbonate. So we take always one salt as nitrate because all the nitrates are water soluble, and for carbonate we will take water soluble carbonates, that is sodium carbonate or ammonium carbonate or potassium carbonate. So third step, mix up these two solutions. Filter off the mixture. Wash the residue. Residue is your zinc carbonate. And then you write, wash the residue with distilled water. To remove the impurities. Okay friends, so wash the residue with distilled water to remove the impurities. And last step, dry the residue, which is your zinc carbonate salt, between the folds of filter paper. Between the folds of filter paper, or in an oven, following are the equations of reactions between the two solutions zinc nitrate aqueous solution added to sodium carbonate aqueous solution. On mixing up, there is a double displacement reaction. You get insoluble zinc carbonate and water soluble sodium nitrate salt. To make it balance, I am writing 2 here. So this is full ionic equation, full equation. Full ionic equation. You can write down zinc nitrate aqueous as separate ions, zinc ions aqueous, nitrate ions aqueous, nitrate is -1, so there are 2 nitrates, that's why I am writing 2 here. Then sodium ions, +1 charge they are having and they are in aqueous state, there are 2, so I am writing 2 here. Carbonate aqueous and there is -2 charge on it. Only zinc ions and carbonate ions they precipitate out on the product side, that is on the right hand side of the arrow we write zinc carbonate, which is solid, and sodium nitrate, sodium ions and nitrate ions, they remain as it is, they don't react. So these ions which don't react, they are called spectator ions. So this full ionic equation, on cancelling out the ions which are appearing on both sides of the equation, nitrates on both sides we cancel out, so we get a resultant net ionic equation. That is zinc ions, carbonate ions in aqueous form zinc carbonate. So in the exam you are also asked to write down the equations. So this is net ionic equation. Net ionic equation, and we are also asked sometimes spectator ions, ions which do not participate in chemical reaction and appear on both sides of the equation, which in this equation I cancelled out, were sodium ions and nitrate ions. These were the ions which are not involved in this business. So my friends, this was an example of making insoluble salt. So looking at the general rules of solubility of salts, we decided, and these are the steps for any insoluble salt, right? So in next video, inshallah, we will take up another example of insoluble salt and we follow the same steps. Hope you will like this video. Do okay friends, this was about preparation of making insoluble salts. So please share this video, and if you like it, and leave your comments. I will inshallah upload further videos. So thank you for watching my video, and subscribe my channel please.